it didn't dawn on me, like I heard the butterfly thing, when they use the car horn or what have you in the rooftop or have you using the sirens. But it wasn't until I started sitting down.
Now, I spoke to you guys about an incident that happened to me. Now, I never spoke to this cat, whatever, Nigel. He's been targeted a few years before me. He has over 20 years of research experience. My research experience is only 3 years. I wasn't, I was targeted different than he was back then, but he's talking about the experience. This is what I'm going to talk to you guys about.
And then I had a flash of image flash in front of in my mind. Okay. Now,
So right now he's talking, he was at a party. All right, let him talk.
um, early on in my targeting, okay, actually, was it before I started to really realize what was happening? I went to a party, right? I was invited to a party, and this was like, you know, 2000, probably the summer of 2000, right? And if I'm not mistaken, either 2000, 2001. Can't really remember exactly, right? But I'm standing, and here they're using the right signal, a signal, the sound, right, right, and this young woman. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty young myself. I was like about 30 years old, right? Probably even 31 years old. Okay, and she stand up in front of me, and she parted her hair from the back so I could see her neck, and she had a tattoo of a butterfly on her neck. Right. So it's strange, but I didn't even think about that until I got home, and then I started read. I said to myself, you know what? I was going to take my phone and show you guys exactly, what I. So then I just started reading, and then monarch, and as in my mind I saw the word monarch, that image just flashed in my mind. Okay, and so I was like, okay, that's strange. So I went to, and I said to myself, wait, I know the CIA had a Project Monarch mind control experiment, right? So I was doing some searches for, Project Monarch. Didn't really find anything except, um,
All right, so basically he's talking to you. He was at a party. Uh, some girl parted her hair. He seen a butterfly tattoo on her neck, and then at a later moment, when he read Monarch, he seen a butterfly. The image flash in his mind. Now he's bringing this up because he just said at the beginning of his video that they induced an image in his mind yet again. So he's talking about at the beginning of his targeting, they did this to him. They also did this to me during my confusion stage. And it was because they were unable to sensitize me to colors. And it happened just like he said it. And I never spoke to this cat. And I've made a video about this before. And he made this video yesterday. So uh basically I was at the bar, right? And this was before I was sensitized to burgundy. There was two guys that came up to me with the same colored burgundy shirt, just stood there and walked away, and I'm just like, oh god, that's so gay. And then I go home and I think nothing of it, and then the next day I wake up and I'm trying, I'm thinking, okay, whatever, this is gonna be another crazy fucking day. And as I'm about to get out of bed, an image just flashed in my mind, just like he said, of the color burgundy. You see? And then I was freaked out. I was like, what the fuck? Because this is when I was learning about the technology as well. So I was like, uh-oh. And then later on, the day when I left work, when I was walking, they had three colored bags in the trunk, and a guy was standing there, a perp, with his trunk open so that I could see. It was a like a blue bag, a burgundy bag, and an orange bag. And the burgundy bag grabbed my attention, you see. And yeah, so you see, it only happened once. So sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe it was something else. No, they have this. They have this tech fucking-ology. You know, they're mapping motherfuckers' brains out. That's why when I told you guys that they do things that don't make sense, they use the street theater to get your brain to react so they can record the neural activity and the electrical signals in your brain to map out your brain. You know, I've literally caught them doing this during my confusion stage, doing something, doing something, doing something until you have a thought in your mind, and they just like recorded you. Oh man, I gotta make a video about that, but all right, later.